Sith lightning from the hands of a Jedi. I want Star Wars if I owned it. This is what I would do. They had this great book series that I read starting in 5th grade. I read Vector Prime. And I ended it in like 10th grade. And I read, I think it's 20 books long, New Jedi Order. Best villains of all time. These things are about Jason, Jaina, and Anakin Solo. The kids of the great Han Solo and Jaina, Leia. And this enemy comes from another galaxy, and they are religious extremists who are anti-mechanical devices. Anything mechanical. And they want to purify the galaxy of having robots. Of having anything robotic, because they consider it blasphemous to their gods to have imitations of life. These are people who are mutilators. They cut themselves. They tattoo themselves heavily. They cut off parts of their body and they attach other things like blades and weapons on it. And if their body rejects it, they're considered shamed by the gods. The gods deem them not worthy to have any form of, artifice attached to their body. It's rejecting. They're cast aside as infidels. And this enemy has living spaceships called world ships that they travel in. That's basically the size of a moon. They have coral skippers, which are coral living ships that shoot magma instead of, blasters, no lasers. Their ships use the Force. They're big ships, and the first book starts off with a great big character death using a moon being pushed by a ship into a planet. The planet of Serpendale. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic way to start it off. They have this thing called Vondum Crab Armor. And it's a lot of tongue twisters with these words. But it is armor that deflects lightsabers and it heals. So it's very difficult to beat them in a fight. They have these amphistaffs that are snakes that solidify themselves to be staffs. But they could give a verbal cue and the snake turns into a snake. They have thud bugs, which are little razor bugs that explode. They have so many cool, unique weapons that I'm like, this is the enemy we should have went with. Because we've seen the Empire. And to have the First Order, these neo-Nazis, this rip-offs to the Empire and Kylo Ren. I like Kylo Ren, he's opposed to Darth Vader, but at the same time, it's like, we've seen all this. So if we could do something different, that'd be nice. And not to see Disney after years of it. The only thing I really liked, I kind of like Rogue One. I really liked Andor. Outside of that, I'm like, the future just looks like we're going to be stuck in the same realm forever and ever. It's this empire. They took this vast galaxy and they squandered it down to a little tiny, very narrow-minded way of going about it, to where nothing is outside the realm of the Skywalkers. Everything is just Skywalkers and empires, Skywalkers and empires, with repeated statements in every interview saying, we're trying to make it feel like the original trilogy. What if you didn't try to make it feel like the original trilogy? What if you didn't do that? What if you try to be unique? Alter a new, offer a new perspective. Do something different. Imagine that. Instead of trying to make it feel like the original trilogy. Because that's all it comes across as, is a discount original trilogy ripoff, knockoff. Feels like when I used to go to Blockbuster and I would see obvious ripoffs of famous movies. And yeah, this drives me crazy. So look up the Yuuzhan Vong. Yuuzhan Vong. Great stuff. Savang La, the gods, the horrifying mutilations. They are horror movie villains that came to invade the Star Wars galaxy, and it truly is something else. It starts off Vector Prime. It ends with Star by Star. Just a great series of books that I wish they did more with in some other medium. Yeah. Make an anime series of this. It'd be great. Read those books. Look them up. Learn about them. Just type it in on fucking Google Images. See what these people are. They're crazy and they're unique, and this is where Star Wars needed to go.